Okay, day 349. This is part 5, I think. Court's adjourned for the day, and the one thing I think the government called an audible. I think the government called an audible here. The government called an audible with real footage. If you remember correctly, there's 3 buildings. There's the A is the office, B is the villa that they go back and forth, and C is where Ambassador Stevens is. So let's call this building A, and let's call this building B. And there's an entrance. Let's say this thing here is an entrance. And this is what I've been saying. On the other side of this is the Buffmaster Charlie perfect tile floor. Well, the defense, or the prosecution just introduced a new surveillance footage. And it looks like it's the real surveillance. It's at a much farther angle. It's much more distant. Now I'm on the inside of the building. These guys walking. The camera angle is about like this. These guys walking out. It's much further away. It's very orangey, much different grain of the perfect video that I saw yesterday. And it's got a little splotch in the corner, a little orange splotch that I didn't see yesterday. And it shows this one of these guys, one of the terrorists, walking out with this guy's Harrison suit jacket. He supposedly has his laptop as well. Much different camera angle. It's way back over this way, shot at a distance. And there's detritus on the floor, but not a lot. They're just casually walking out with this stuff. It doesn't look like they're in hot pursuit or anything, or they're chasing anybody, which isn't consistent with the testimony. The other angle is much closer here, and then there's this can of gasoline sitting out in the middle of the floor, and that isn't in the real footage. So there's inconsistencies. I imagine they'll just get rid of the original footage and go with the original orangey footage, which will be interesting because it shows the government has the footage of when they came in, when they came out, of the whole sequence. So now this, for the families, is discoverable. That's the key here, is they have the footage, they just introduced it. They just introduced the real footage. So that means the families now can go get that real footage. And let's see the whole sequence of events rather than these little snippets. Let's see the whole sequence of events of what really happened. Present that to the American people.